Today, Professor Dr. Manoj Kumar will discuss about the revenue management. The revenue management. This survey reviews the 40 years history of research on the transportation review management, also known as the yield management. We cover developments in the forecasting, overbooking, seat inventory control, and the pricing as they relate to the revenue management and suggest future research direction. The survey includes a glossary of the revenue management terminology and a bibliography of the over 190 references. In the 40 years since the first publication on the overbooking control, passenger reservation system have evolved from the low inventory control process to the major strategic information system. To the major strategic information system. Today, airlines and the other transportation company view revenue management and system and related information technology as a critical determinants of the future success. Indeed, expectation of the revenue gains that are possible with expanded revenue management capability are not driving the acquisition of the new information technology. Each advance in the information technology creates an opportunity for more comprehensive reservation, control, and greater integration with the other important transport planning function. There is now a substantial literature of the journals, articles, technical reports, and conference proceeding describing the practice and the theory of revenue management. This paper provides a survey and bibliography of the work in this important area. The paper is organized as follows. In section 1, we outline the history and current nature of the revenue management problem and discuss some of the complexity that makes solution and implementation so challenging. Section 2 through 5 contain reviews of the revenue management research in 4 key areas: forecasting, overbooking, seat inventory control, and the pricing. Most this review deals with the airline review management because the airlines have the longest history of the development in the revenue. Revenue management. In section 6, we discuss important area for future research and conclude our review. A glossary of revenue management terminology is provided in an appendix. Terminology used in this survey that can be found in the glossary is the highlighted when first used. Revenue management. We began with an abbreviated history of the revenue management to provide a construct for the survey to follow. More detailed accounts of the origin of the revenue management can be found in the Belova 1987, Smith, Luker, and the Darrow 1992, Cross 1995, Dunleavy 1995, and Binod 1995. Before 1972, almost all quantitative research in the reservation control focused on the control overbooking. The overbooking calculation depended on the predictions of the probability distribution of the number of passengers who appeared for boarding at the flight time. So overbooking research also simulated useful research on the disaggregate forecasting of the passenger cancellation, no-show and the go-show. Both forecasting and the controlled overbooking achieved a moderate degree of success and established a degree of the credibility of the scientific approaches to the reservation control. In the early 1970s, some airlines began offering restricted discount fare products, and that mixed discount higher passenger in the same aircraft compartment. For example, Book British Airways offered early bird booking that charged lower fares to the passenger who booked at least 21 days in advance of the flight departure. This innovation offered the airline the potential of the gaining revenue from seats that would otherwise fly empty. However, it presented them with the problem of the determining the number of the seats that should be protected for late booking. Full fare passengers. If too few seats were protected, the airline would spill full fare passenger. If too many were protected, flights would depart with the empty seats. No simple rule like the protecting a fixed percentage of the capacity could be applied across all flights because passenger booking behavior varied widely with the relative fares, entourage, season, day of the week, time of the day, and other factors. It was evident that effective control of the discount seats would require detailed tracking of the booking history, expansion of the information system capability, and the careful research and development of the seat inventory control rules. Littlewood and the Bock proposed that the discount fare booking should be accepted as long as their revenue value exceeded the expected revenue of the future full fare booking. This simple two-fare seat inventory control rule, hence Littlewood rules, marked the beginning of what came to the yield management and later revenue management. In the North America, the beginning of the intensive development of the revenue management technique dates from the launch of the American Airlines Super Saver fares in the April of the 1977, shortly before the deregulation of the US domestic and the international airlines. Over the last 20 years, development of the revenue management system had progressed from the simple single control through the segment control and finally to origin destination control. Each of these advantages has required investment in more sophisticated information system, but the return on these investment has been excellent. This is the example of the Smith, Lake-Huller, and the Dare Cross. In 1999, most of the world's major air carriers and the many small airlines have some level of the revenue management capability. Other small airlines and the international airlines in newly deregulated markets are beginning the development processes. The success of the airline revenue management was widely reported, and this stimulated development of the revenue management system for the other transportation sector and in other areas of the service sector. A sample of the related literature is listed in the table 1. This is the table 1 of the revenue management research in the airline research sector. Automobile rental